everybody. This will be like my third video that I've recorded today. It's not going to be a cover. It's going to be talking a little bit about how I scream. Because I've watched a lot of how to scream videos lately, and they're all really messed up, and like they're telling you to do stuff that you're not supposed to do. I'm just gonna basically be giving you guys tips, because I can try to explain how to scream. Like, I'll do that in this video. Like, I'll try to show you how I do my highs, mids, lows, and the breeze. Like exhale, breeze, not inhale. Like the ones that I did in my Suspended by the Throat cover. So here we go. Let's kick this off. First of all, what I want to talk about is the whole what you should drink and what you shouldn't drink when you're screaming. Okay, main thing you don't want to drink. You don't want to drink cold water. You don't want to drink hot water. You want to drink room temperature water. When you're screaming, all you should be drinking is room temperature water. If you're drinking anything else, then you're probably going to fuck up your voice. Excuse my French, but okay. And like, because I watched this kid's video, I don't remember what his username was, but he was telling people to drink Capri Sun. He's like, he drinks it cold when he screams, because you know that's so good for your voice. And some of the Capri Suns have citric acid in it, which makes it even worse for your vocal cords. So you're not going to want to drink that. That's why people should just stick to water, even if it tastes like crap, because it's room temperature. It's going to save your voice. So main thing, when you're starting out screaming, drink room temperature water. Always drink room temperature water. Anything else will either constrict your vocal cords or mess them up in some way. Let's see, what else is there? What and what not to drink. Well, and also, if you just ate something and it leaves a residue in your throat, then I wouldn't suggest screaming, because it may distort it, and you may try harder to make them sound the normal way, and that might end up straining your vocal cords. Also, you can't, there's, like, here will be the demonstration part, and I'll try to explain how I do my screams the best that I can, even though it probably won't end up helping you guys at all. Okay, so how I do my, like, everybody asks me, how do I get my highs that high? It's like, well, as you saw in my mid covers of A Skylit Drive, that's how I got to my highs where I am, like, right now. Because I started out at mids, and if you do mids, like, your mids will become higher and higher and higher to where they won't even sound like mids anymore. They'll sound like you're doing high screams. And then once you actually push your vocal cords to the limit and try doing your high scream, it'll sound really high. So that's basically what I did. And my mid screams are basically like, they're like yelling sounding, but like they still sound like screams. Like they're like, yeah. That's like a mid scream. How I do that is take a huge breath of air in, get a gut full of air, well, where your diaphragm is, and with your diaphragm, whether you know what I'm talking about or not, your diaphragm's like in your stomach-ish, like under where your ribs are, and push out all that air like you're sighing, like, and like make your voice, make a raspy noise, like, that's the starting to it. Like, and like, if you start out trying to learn lows and shit, like, just in the beginning, it's not gonna work. Like, you can try, and hey, it might work for you, but I suggest going with mids first. Because if you go with mids, you can either work your way up or work your way down to highs or lows. Once you, say you started at mids and you want to go high, you learn mids and highs first. Good for you. Then that's time to work on lows. So then you have all of them down. And like, as you have like mids and you're moving up to highs, the range for me just sounded like, it's like that. Like, I don't know how to explain how I moved up. I just practice a lot. Like, like, practice your mids a ton, and you'll eventually be, like, good, because, like, honestly, it didn't take me that long to learn how to scream. And then for lows, you can either have just the regular lows, which are just like, ew, or you can have, like, the super deep ones that some, like, deathcore bands have, where it's like, and the whole point of, like, low screams is, like, you want to, like, push more air out than you would with highs, and you want to make an O shape with your mouth. It's all about shaping your mouth, because, like, that's what makes the different sounds. Like, you look like a retard doing it, trust me, I know. But, I mean, it sounds sweet. So, like, personally, I like low screams a lot more, but then again, I don't know, it's just me. But yeah, and like, if you want to learn how to do breeze, exhale breeze, you need to work on your lows a lot, because an exhale breeze is a low with your mouth in an O shape, really tight O, and your tongue pressed, wow, that looks gross. Well, anyways, ignore my gross tongue. With the tongue pressed to the top of your mouth, like curled, like just a, and eventually it'll just shape out, and you'll be able to tell that it's a brie. I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't know. Mine might be crappy. I don't know. But that's how I do mine. But yeah, that's basically it for, like, the demonstrational part, and, like, I've tried to explain it, but yeah, I'm trying to make this not 10 minutes long, so, because of the time limit on YouTube. But yeah, if you have any more questions or you want a part 2 about any specific thing, tell me in the comments, and I'll be happy to do it for you. So, peace.